Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming podcast.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Star Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you is Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows consider lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan. I got Dragon Balls. I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi. Start that again. Hi, David here, One Up Gaming, episode 329 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Now, it's going to be a little bit different, this one. I'm going to go for the games we've played this week, and then I'll go through a list of the games from the Games Awards. Game Awards? Yeah, I think it's the Game Awards, isn't it? Something like that. So we'll just quickly rattle through all of this. So please visit the website oneupgaming.co.uk. Sponsored by our album, which is Games Inspired Music. Just stream it, buy it. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Just Google it, you'll be able to find it. And yeah, so episode 329. First games that we played this week. Pentiment, something like that. And this one is like a 2D, very artsy, hand-drawn looking, old-fashioned sort of style, kind of like a point and click, but not point and click. That you actually move your little character and you do conversations and stuff. And it was quite enjoyable. I quite enjoyed how it was going, how things were happening. But like a lot of these sort of things, I get bored quite quickly. So, unfortunately, I only played it for a little bit, and I don't think I'll be going back to it. So, but I can understand a lot of people will really enjoy this game. It looks nice, it plays nice. Story is good and all that miller. So I'm a throw. Next up we have the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Now this was the updated remake for the Xbox One. So it looks very much like the Gears of War, but it's a bit smoother, a bit cleaner, a bit shinier. And yeah, I mean, who hasn't heard of Gears of War? It's maybe not as big as it was 10 years ago, but it's still one of Microsoft's biggest franchises. Oh. Like, you shouldn't just finish a night shift and start recording. Really shouldn't. But yeah, Gears of War, Marcus Phoenix, go around, kill people, big, blocky, chunky people. It was what launched the Unreal Engine. I think was it Unreal Engine 3 when it came out originally. But yeah, it was one of the first fully featured games that came out in the engine back in the day on the old Xbox 360. And it looked amazing. And the newer version, it still looks amazing. And it plays nice. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Nice little game. Next up, Full Spectrum Warrior. Now this one, I loved back in the day. I really did enjoy it. But playing it now, oh my god, it's complicated. Hold this button, rotate this stick, do this button, rotate there, point to that. It is really complicated. And I can understand why this was the basis of a training simulation tool that the developers decided to simplify things and branch it out into its own game. But yeah, I can understand where this sort of like started from. Good little game. I'm really enjoying the fact that the Xbox Series consoles is like backwards compatible with a lot of old Xbox sort of original games, and it's quite fun. I really do enjoy it. I mean, like, what can you say? It looks a bit shoddy now. The frame rate's not the best, and it doesn't always go where you point your character to go, but you can split your team up. It's like a point and click strategy sort of game. There's a fog of war, so if you're at a corner and you're peering around the corner, when the camera's out, you can only sort of see your immediate surroundings, and it's all blurred towards the background, so you can't see, if there's any enemies out there. You have to actually like proper pop your head out and back to get everything working fully. Great concept, great game. It's just like really hard now when you've not played that game for 20 years or whatever it'd be. But I can understand why I loved it back in the day. Two very similar games now. First one, the Sega Vintage Collection Golden Axe. And this one, you can guess, it's a collection of the Golden Axe games, so Golden Axe 1, 2 and 3 for the Mega Drive. Wish it'd include Golden Axe 2 Return of Death Adder, or Golden Axe Return of Death Adder I think it was, which was the official sequel in the arcades, but it never came home. I think I've got the Sega little arcade, and it's got it on there I believe. But I don't think it's actually ever come to a home console. But it's like, what do you need? It's Golden Axe 1, 2 and 3. It's nice little games. I believe they're only a couple of quid on the Xbox store. And then the next sort of game was the Sega Vintage Collection Streets of Rage. Surprise, surprise, exactly the same, apart from it's now Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3. And for me, I've always liked the Streets of Rage better than Golden Axe. It seems a bit faster, a bit snappier. Love the music, love the art style. Just a bit more gritty and grimy. And I did enjoy that. So, next up, Unpacking. Now this one, I hate unpacking in real life. I really do. It's really annoying. But on this game, you seem to just click things and just put them in random places where you think it's meant to go. And that's the game. See? So it's basically just open a box, start pulling things out, put the teddy on the bed, put the books on the shelf, put the soap in the bathroom, all that sort of thing. And that is the game. and I guess you get points for if you put things in the exact way they're supposed to go and the time and everything. But I wasn't impressed. It was a bit too slow and a bit too boring for me, to be honest. The last proper game that we played this week was Hot Shot Racing. Now, I've played this on and off for the last year or two, and I believe this started off as a different racing game, more of a combat sort of styled racing game, and then it went quiet for a while, and then it came back as just a standard racing game. I really don't like the rubber banding in it, because basically you can be in the lead and then all of a sudden everyone's just over you, then you're back in lead. Or it's like a Mario Kart style where it's just like everyone's there, then they're back, and they're there. It's just a weird sort of game to play. They crash into you all the time. I guess that's when the game was more of the action combat sort of game. But they still haven't fixed that, and you're driving, you're trying to get a nice clean lap and they just ram into the side of you. I love the art style. I think that in this generation, flat shaded polygons could look amazing. Because like back in the Mega Drive and PS1, PS sort of Saturn sort of times, it'd look a bit too janky, a bit too blurry, a bit too blocky. Whereas now they can look perfect, and it can just do so much. They can do so much with this sort of art style. I don't know why they don't. But it's an okay game, but it's not a good game, if that makes sense. And yeah, so that is Hot Shot Racing. And how's that yawning? Oh, so please watch our sort of like series that we got going. So we've got the Gran Turismo 7 series that we're playing, Evercade series, the Star Trek Online, the Worst Games Ever, and the Ridge Racer 6 series. So we've got all of them up and coming on the YouTube channel, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we have the podcast, which is what you're watching now. So I'll end this here. We'll have a quick 10-20 second little advert, and then we'll be back with the brand new announcements at the Game Awards 2022. So, One Up Gaming, episode 329. Stick around.
This is Gilbert Godfrey, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast. And if you don't, go fuck yourself.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Tossing and turning all night? Nothing you do seems to help. You're not getting your recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Well, now there's a solution. Now there's Fat Cat Fly. With Fat Cat Fly, you'll easily get the sleep that you deserve. Download for free on the iOS App Store, and you're guaranteed to get a good night's sleep with very few side effects, as you help a fluffy kitty eat all the junk food that he wants. Side effects may include sleeplessness and desire for cheeseburgers. If erection lasts more than 5 hours, see a physician. Try Fat Cat Fly today. Visit facebook.com/fatcatfly, because you deserve a better life.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating all big. I'm sweating all big. I'm sweating all big.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming, back with the podcast. And this is also going to go as its own little sort of program sort of thing on YouTube, because I like to go on YouTubey things. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, David, One Up Gaming. I guess it's the episode 329 of the One Up Gaming podcast. This is the Games Awards announcements. So all the newish sort of trailers that they announced, we're going to go through them and talk about them right now. God damn. So first of all, I guess Valiant Hearts Coming Home, and I'm not 100% sure what this was. I mean, I remember playing the first game, but I can't remember anything about the game. This, I don't know if this is any of the gameplay or anything, but this looks more like the little clips for the game, like the intro bit, the cinematics, to show like the game as it's going.
Many more broken souls.
But yeah,
Desperate.
it looks as though the Netflix is getting it, so I guess it'll be you have a Netflix account able to download or play it on your phone. So that's another change. It's like a mobile game now. Anyway, this game, Hellboy, Web of Wired. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. And again, it's another game that I have no idea anything about. Looking at it, it looks a fairly simple sort of styled game, but I guess that could work in the favour of a comic book style game, because it does look quite sort of like, you know, like when you just like you see that with the blood and the splurt and everything, it just looks different. It really does look really good. And I guess, like a lot of these sort of games, it'll take inspiration from the Arkham sort of series of games. But I never guess with it being Hellboy, it'll be much more action orientated, a lot faster. But I guess we'll see. I don't know who Mike Mignola is. Is that the guy who created Hellboy, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, next up, Post-Trauma. And this one, even just looking at the first 3 seconds of the trailer, it looks very similar to a cheap redo of like the old Resident Evil sort of games. Silent Hill, you know, those sort of games. So I don't know what to expect. It does look a little bit cheap, but sometimes like the water effects look amazing. Sometimes the backgrounds look absolutely stunning, especially in the trailer. And the game itself might not look very good, but the trailer, some of the actual backgrounds look good. But yeah, so that's Post-Trauma. I'm not sure how that'll do. So PC and console, so I guess that'll be out next year, maybe. So Viewfinder, I'd never heard of this one, but looking at this, from what I've heard, Sony's bought the exclusive rights to it. And it looks like you take a picture of the environment and you can flip it, and then you can actually get into the environment that you've taken the picture of. I'll be absolutely horrendously crap at this sort of game, but oh my god, does this look stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love the art style of the graphics. I love all this mind-bending, perspective-changing, weird sort of games. And this, it just looks simply amazing. I love this so much. I can't wait to give it a go. Viewfinder on the PS5. It does look bloody good. Really good. So, great one, Sony. So, next up, After Us. And this one, she looks like she's got some sort of weird skin condition. But this one, from the looks of that, it looked like a Zelda-y style sort of game. But we'll have to wait and see what carries on. Still looks like that type of Zelda-y. It looks a lot faster. The background looks a lot simpler. Yeah, it looks more like a like a fast-paced run and sort of like move platform game. Sometimes though, the backgrounds do look really nice. Then other times it looks very simple. But yeah, so After Us, I'm not sure if it's out on all the consoles or what, but it looks alright. Fast-paced platformer. They made quite nice. It'll probably have like RPG elements mixed into it, like a lot of the games nowadays do. And there's whales, and what more do you need? There is whales. Have a really good time. I do apologise, I am tired. Just finished another night shift. So I recorded the first part of the podcast after a first night shift, and I've just done my second night shift. So the next game is called Replaced, and again, I can't remember what the hell this game was. I know it's Evening Bugle. I've always wanted like a little mini TV thing. I've always thought that was cool. Oh, I remember. Really good looking, side-scrolling story platformer, whatever you want to call them. Like the Prince of Persia, original Prince of Persia sort of stuff, like Limbo. But this one just seems to look stunning. And I think it does take some cues from Blade Runner. Some of the backgrounds and some of the characters remind me of like Blade Runner. But yeah, it looks nice. I can't wait to actually give this one a go. The pixelated car, love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, it's like a platformer. That bit reminds me of the Batman. That bit reminds me of, as I say, the Blade Runner. So it's taking inspiration from stuff, but it looks good. I'll be really interested to give that a go. So the next game that we got is Street Fighter 6. And although I had a PlayStation 4, I never played Street Fighter 5. I think all the negative sort of like press at the launch and everything, it just didn't seem to sit right with me. But for some reason, Street Fighter 6, I'm actually really looking forward to it. And I am loving the spray paint graffiti style. So I'd imagine similar to Need for Speed Unbound, where bits click onto the screen and flash on when you're doing super moves and special moves and stuff. I'm sure that I've seen a sort of clip of where you create your own character and travel through Metro City, and so that looks quite cool. I do enjoy that sort of thing. So hopefully we'll see more about Street Fighter 6. Hopefully it'll be out pretty soon. I'd ever guess like April sort of time. March, April. I might be wrong. I'm always wrong. I mean, I don't know what any of these characters are really. So yeah, Capcom looks to be doing a decent sort of game there. I mean, like, to be fair, since Street Fighter 4, I think it's been just an evolution rather than the revolution that Street Fighter 4 was. Because I think Street Fighter 4, once that was done, it was just amazing. Yeah. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're at 2,000 just about now, so hopefully we are at 2,000 once this goes up. And we just need as many people as we can to follow and subscribe and watch and comment and all that malark. So yeah, Capcom Street Fighter 6 looking good. Then this one, I believe this one's a very, very long trailer, so I might go quiet on this one. But yeah, so Supergiant Games, their first ever full sequel, and this one is Hades 2. And I must say, the first Hades I really loved. I'm not normally a fan of Diablo style sort of top down action strategy games, but with I was to say Diablo, but with Hades the original, it was much more focus on the action rather than the strategy, and I absolutely loved it. It played amazing, it looked amazing, the story was really good, the characters were amazing, everything was just really good on it. But I guess we'll see when this game comes out how it goes. I mean, I don't know why, but every so often I see some of the gameplay and I think, he doesn't look great, graphically at least. But then other times it's like, do you know what, that looks really stunning. But
Okay, if I call you wench like that?
yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with it. We'll see, because I do love the original. But as I say, it's like a very, very long trailer.
Be stopped.
Wait for me, Father. I'll be there soon.
So yeah, so the next game, it's from the creators of BioShock, which is really good, and this is called Judas. And again, it's another game that I'd never really heard of, but when I was actually watching the trailer, it just makes me really think it is just like another BioShock. It's got the same sort of kinetic sort of powers. So one hand is your gun and the other hand is your kinetic powers. But yeah, it looks stunning. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few months' time they actually say, actually, it is BioShock Judas. But we'll find out. We will find out. Oh, crash.
They're right.
So the next game that we've got will be Oh. Alright, still Judas. Here we go. So the next game is another Bayonetta. I completely blanked on the name then, I'm rubbish. And yeah, so this one is, it looks more of a side story, like a budget sort of game. I guess they're just trying to recoup some of the costs, which I don't blame them, because I'd have a guess it was very expensive to do the Bayonetta. But anyway, this is Bayonetta Origins. And it looks more like a top-down sort of hand-drawn, animated sort of looking game. And don't get me wrong, it looks nice, but it's just not Bayonetta. But I do love some of the art styles on it. It looks quite nice. Looks like Okami, the PS2 game where you were a dog or something that you could transform, made by Clover Games. Are you a wolf? Maybe a wolf. It looks very similar to that sort of art style. Before she became Bayonetta. Why, what was she before? Is Bayonetta not a real name? I don't even know. No, I don't know what's going on with half these sort of games. Bayonetta Origins.
Cereza and the Lost Demon.
Caesarea and the Lost Demon? I don't know. I really don't know.
San Francisco.
Anyway, next game. I weren't really going to talk about any VR games, but I just thought I might as well, because I love Ghostbusters, and Ghostbusters is brilliant. But yeah, I don't know if it's on the PSVR 2 or if it's just coming on the Oculus Rift. Is it still the Oculus Rift, or is it now called the Meta Rift or something stupid? I don't know.
That was close.
But yeah, I think the actual gameplay graphically it looks quite poor, but it might be a really good sort of like fun game to play. Maybe wrong. I'm often very wrong. But we'll find out soon. That's the Meta Quest. So this game, I'll admit, I wasn't looking forward to this game really. I wasn't really looking into it. But after seeing a little bit more on this game, the games itself does look really good. And I am very shocked at how good this game does look. I will say that if anyone is wondering why I'm just talking over everything, and if you're missing anything in any of the trailers, I do apologise. I'm just recording this. I'm just watching the trailer on silent and I'm just talking. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Never know what exactly I am doing. But yeah, I loved James Gunn's Suicide Squad that was released, was it last year, the year before? Is that someone's finger?
Hey guys! We were just having a little... You hear that?
I don't know what's going on. I guess I should really listen to the trailer. But I do like some of the characters and it could be a cool little game. So are you actually the Suicide Squad, or are you actually Batman? Because it doesn't really show much of the game. Just like a little bit of the humour and a little bit of like what's going on. But
I am vengeance.
yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the hell happens. But yeah, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, looks really good, and that was it, Kevin Conroy? It was the voice of Batman for years in the animated series. Unfortunately, he passed away recently, so yeah. So this game is Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Not be imprisoned again.
Yeah, I mean, like the old game that came out a couple of years ago, everyone went on about how it had loads of Dark Souls style elements, and I'm like, no, to me it was just like a action adventure game, like the Uncharted sort of games. I might be wrong, but that's what I thought. So, coming out in 5 months, 6 months, something like that. But yeah, Star Wars, the old game I really enjoyed. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I didn't really get much out of the story. But I did enjoy the gameplay, how it felt, how it played. So hopefully this will be the same. Another good little game. Don't know any of these characters are.
As long as we fight.
I've got hiccups now. It's like Spider-Man. 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 Brings me over a Spider-Man. I've always thought that, like, if he does everything that a spider can, does that mean he needs help to get out of the bath? Is that just me? Is that just me? Anyway, Jedi Survivor, Star Wars, looks good. Next game, Earthblade. And I'll admit, I'm not a great idea of what Earthblade is. I don't really know what Celeste is. But looking at this, it looks like a really cute pixelated 2D platformer that'll be very Metroid style in its gameplay mechanics. And I might be wrong, but that's what it looks like. And it might just be the recording of the trailer or whatever, but when the cameras are moving through when the camera's moving through the levels, it is just making my head hurt because it's like very stuttery. Hopefully the gameplay isn't like that, but I guess we'll find out soon. But yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of background imagery, a lot of like changes to the background. It looks quite nice. I do enjoy that. Oh, get away from the sword, run! But yeah, so I keep wanting to say Earthbound. No. Earthblade. But it's now until 2024, so that's like another year and a half, 2 years. Crazy.
It starts in the
Next up, we have Dune Awakening. And it doesn't really show much of the game, but I'm willing to give it a good go because I loved the new movie that came out. I'm really excited for the sequel. See how things go with that. And I guess if the game clicks with me, then I will be easily give it a go. Not a big fan of like survival sort of games. MMO games I can kind of get into sometimes, but not often. But this, I guess, it could be quite cool because I love the universe. I'm not 100% sure if it's the right license to use, but I guess we'll find out in a few months. So Dune Awakening. So yeah, open world survival MMO. So this game, I'm quite shocked at how many people cheered when they saw the game. Because the original, or the first sort of game, it might have been sort of like special and good and really well made. But it got middling sort of reviews, and a lot of people sort of said they didn't like it. So I was really quite shocked. I think it's just when it comes up with the name Hideo Kojima, they're like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's anything that's got his name on must be brilliant. And I understand why, because he's such a talented person that he'll be able to get a very good budget, and he'll be able to get a talented development team working on the game. So good team, good money, good ideas normally lead to quite good games. I haven't played the first game yet. I've got it downloaded and I will give it a go soon. But I guess we'll just have to see how this game pans out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It's like there's certain scenes where she's alive, there's certain scenes where she looks to be dead. I don't know. But that doesn't look like the same scene where you come off the bike, because that looks like there's a lot of fire and explosions in the background. So don't think that was the same scene. And then I don't know if you die, the baby goes back to the little tubey thing. I don't know. Yeah, so Death Stranding 2.
Don't worry. It's okay.
And yeah, I don't know. But he has to show you Norman Reedus.
But if you hold on to the sadness, it'll weigh you down like an anchor.
I don't know why he's topless. I wish it'd show you if he still had that scar in his stomach that he had in the teaser trailer for the original game. But no, the original looked amazing when you're out in the open world. It's like, there she's alive again, and I don't know if that's right at the beginning of the game or if she doesn't die, or I don't know. But anyway, Norman Reedus looks like he's a little bit older in this game. He's got grey hair, or it looks like he's got grey hair. But he is looking good, if you like that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's, I mean, like I say, Norman Reedus and Troy Baker, they're the only two that I know from name.
So let love warm you.
And I don't know why, but that just looks like Norman Reedus' like scraggly hair. But we'll have to wait and find out for a later time. Squid! Play! No limits. So, next up, we have Immortals of Avium. And this one, I can't remember. Oh, I can't stop yawning. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Is crumbling apart. You don't win in ever war.
Is it going to be like a third-person action-adventure game like a lot of the other games that have been on so far? Oh, maybe a first-person action-adventure game. Jump, fight, I know. So you're going to be able to just do random powers and blow things up? Don't know. So Immortals of Avium, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Is this Nightingale? Is this Nightingale? Actually, no, it's not. I do apologise. It's Tekken 8. Bloody hell. How did I get that so wrong? But Tekken 8, I think it's running on the Unreal Engine 5. So it should look quite jazzy. And it does look nice. It looks like a lot of interactive to the background. And I do like that. It's actually looking very similar to Street Fighter 6. And I do love how Street Fighter was out in 89-ish, 88, 89, maybe even 87. But Street Fighter 2 didn't come out until 92. But Tekken, the first Tekken didn't come out until 93, 94, 95 maybe. And now we're on to Tekken 8 and only Street Fighter 6. I guess the Street Fighter had the Street Fighter Alpha sort of series or Street Fighter Zero series. So now we're on to Nightingale. And this one, I love the look of it. The 1920s, 1930s sort of style graphics. Just the clothing in the background and then looks first person. I need to go to bed. I'm knackered. But then it looks as though you go into other dimensions or other worlds. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this. It actually looks really good. It's nice when you see something that you'd never even heard of before and you think, do you know what, it looks quite nice. But it looks like you can create your own characters. It looks like you can fly with umbrellas. But it also looks like you can build things, craft things and all sorts. So we'll have to wait and see about this one. Big giants there.
Your path forward is winding and full of terrors.
We'll get to, there we go. So we'll have to see how this one goes.
Save yourself. Survive the realms.
But yeah, I do like the look of it. I think it looks quite nice. Just something a little bit different. I like things that are just like a little bit different. Nightingale.
Tell me, why have you come here?
So then we've got another game, Baldur's Gate 3. And I remember a Baldur's Gate, I don't know what the hell the subtitles were, but it was on the PS2, I think there was two of them. And that was more like a Diablo style sort of game. This one looks nice in these sort of screens, but again, when it cuts to the actual gameplay, it looks more like the old sort of style games.
Let's try to find a solution together before it's too late.
Aye, chest. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes the games go out of the way to show the game without showing the game itself. And this is one of these games where it's like, is it like third person? Or is it like overhead? Like these classic sort of games. I guess we'll see in a few months once they do more updates to it. So I will just mention before I have a drink. I don't know, it looks, I guess it could be like an MMO sort of style game. But I don't know, so that's Baldur's Gate 3.
In simple terms, not just a friend, a legend.
And then once the chest eats someone, we'll move on to the next game, I guess.
The cult captured him. I almost feel sorry for them.
It's not doing a good job eating him. So the next game is called Wayfinder. And this one, it looks like a cartoony fight sort of game. It looks like an action adventure. Well, sort of like a slash 'em up, and you, it's like all these other hero shooters, but it looks like a hero sort of like adventure-y sort of game.
We've all walked many paths.
Sharpened many blades.
And I mean, like, sometimes the graphics look a bit poor, then other times it looks really stylized.
But now we fight as one. We are Wayfinders.
But I'm never a big fan of these like 4-player adventure games where you adventure with your friends. It's like, no, you create the game, let me play the game, I'll leave the story. So next up, Diablo 4. And I hate Diablo, I really do, I got sent Diablo 3, I think it was, to review for the old Xbox. I guess it was the Xbox, would it have been the 360 or the Xbox One? I can't remember now. But I got it sent to review, and I played it, and it was like, I hated it so much. But I heard everyone going about how amazing it was. So I thought, do you know what? I'll send it to one of my friends. So I sent it to him, and he was like, I don't know what you're on about. It's an amazing game. It's one of the best games I've ever played. And I was like, you do the review then. I'll just leave it as is, and hopefully the publisher likes it. And we did. We gave it 5 out of 5. But yeah, I don't know. This trailer's not really showing much, I don't think. I mean, like, unless you're like a die-hard Diablo fan, I don't have a clue what's going on, to be honest. It's just more demons and zombies and death and blood and splatter and things like that. But I don't know. Diablo 4. Yeah, so please watch some of our stuff. We do, not every time, but normally every Monday we have the Gran Turismo 7 series. Every Tuesday we have the Star Trek Online. Every Wednesday it's the Worst Games Ever series. Every Thursday it's the Ridge Racer 6 series. And every Friday it's the Good Old Podcast that we get up the video, and the audio goes up on every Sunday. And that is our sort of schedule of stuff. Please subscribe to us, leave comments and everything in the All Hell Breaks Loose. Does it really? Does it really? So next up we have a game called Remnant 2. Now, I never played Remnant, so I couldn't tell you what this game's about. but it looks very much like a... I don't know why, I would guess... I like his little legs. Like another Assassin's Creed style or Uncharted style action adventure sort of game. It looks like as though you got like a shooter element into it. So, but it looks nice. It looks really nice. Don't know what's going on, but you know, big saw. Yeah, so the backgrounds and everything look really nice on it. So I guess we can... He's got a tiny head. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's like an RPG element or if it's just an action adventure sort of game. But we'll give it a go. We'll see how it looks, how it plays. At the end of the day, don't know why I stuttered with the day. At the end of the day, if the game's not fun to play, I don't care how good it looks. If it's not fun to play, then I just don't play it. But anyway, Remnant 2. Next up, there is a trailer for Transformers, and it's made by Splash Damage, which I loved some of the old Splash Damage sort of games. So they could do something fun in first person with the Transformers franchise. Anyway, Transformers Reactivate. So I'm wondering if your first person action adventure sort of game with the little soldiers, but your guy that you reactivate, your Transformer dude that helps you, will it be like a third person sort of camera, or I don't know. I'd love to see a lot more of this game because this is very early. Hasn't really shown anything of the game. It's just like showing how dark and moody and brooding the characters are. Yeah, so sign up for update. So this is Don't Nod's new game. It's called Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. And this is, as I say, their new game. And it looks not like their older sort of game. Their big... I can't remember what the hell it was called. All I can remember is the subtitle. Was it True Colours or something? Where you were that woman in the school and you had psychic powers or something stupid. And they did a couple of series of that. Very much like the Telltale's The Walking Dead sort of gameplay. But this game, it looks very much like an Uncharted style sort of game, like another third person action adventure game. But yeah, so I don't know. The facial technology looks good. But I guess we'll have to wait and see how the game sort of plays.
So wish you a good hunt then. It takes a brave man to work.
So yeah, what do you guys think of the Game Awards this year? Do you think that some of the games looked amazing, or do you reckon it was a slow sort of year that you're just not looking forward to stuff? So leave comments in the chat. And also email us, contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. And you can also follow us on Twitter. So it's just at OUGofficial and just send us messages on there. So this is another Warhammer game. I must admit, I got completely sidetracked with a lot of the Warhammer stuff because there is a new game every 3 days. It's amazing how many games that there is. But this is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. And I think the original Space Marine was like a budget Gears of War sort of game. And it was really fun to play. And this one looks nice. I love the blood splatter. I love anything with blood all over. Fun times. Fun times indeed. But yeah, you can see the background looks amazing. I'm not sure how much of that is gameplay or what's making it look nice. The next game is Meet Your Maker. And I can't quite work out whether this is like a Minecraft sort of first person puzzle style game where you build a maze and people have to try and get through your maze, or if the game itself is just you wake up and you got to try and get through with as short a time as possible. But I don't know, some of these characters just look weird. I still think this guy looks very much like from Power Rangers. You know, the guy that helps the Power Rangers, the little robot guy near the floating head guy. But I don't know. So it looks like it's you get so far through a level, you die, and you redo it and redo it and redo it. But because it just looks like attempt after attempt after attempt. And it looks like you might be able to do multiplayer. But again, I'm not sure if you can create your own mazes and puzzles and traps, or if it's just the story and you go through the story and levels. It does look like you can build your own and then send people through. But anyway, Meet Your Maker. And then everyone knows Crash Bandicoot, and this is called Crash Team Rumble. And when I first heard the name, I just assumed it was a not Mario All Stars, but yeah, Super Mario. I've completely blanked on what the hell the Mario crappy battle game is. I don't know. I've given up. But this reminded me more of like a Power Stone. If anyone ever played on a Dreamcast with the Capcom's Power Stone, where it was like a 4-player, like a little 3D open world, like a little tiny, and you collected crystals and fought, and that reminds me of that. This one is Crime Boss Rocky City, and I don't know much about the game apart from some of the actors they've got in to play characters look and sound amazing. It's like Michael Madsen, great actor, Kim Basinger. I don't know who that is. I know he plays a lot of zombie horror movies. Danny Glover, classic. Michael Rooker. And then there's like Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice. Yes. 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 And then the kicker in the teeth, Chuck Norris. Oh, yes. Yes. I'll be playing that. So this next game, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. And with this one, it doesn't really show anything of the game, so I'll just talk my shit over it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need to get over 2,000 subscribers. Almost there. Last few, and we'll get 2,000. And I really hope that we can get this up and running and get more people subscribing, more people watching, and get more reviews up on the actual YouTube channel. At the minute, it's mainly a lot of Let's Plays, just because it's easier to do, it's quicker to do, and especially when you're stuck at home in the middle of night shifts and you can't be asked to write things and do things, so it's easier just to get the game, play through the game, and then just sometimes talk crap about a game. But if the graphics are anything like what they've shown here, it does look nice. And it's nice for From Software to actually go back to their original sort of style of games. Like a little bit more, very hard, very niche, but very good combat sort of games. So I guess we'll just sort of see what So yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching this. This is a part of our 329th podcast with One Up Gaming, so please check out the website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Please buy some t-shirts from us. Please, we have the album available, games inspired music. Please buy it, stream it. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. We'll finish the last sort of trailer on Final Fantasy 16, and this trailer has been dubbed Revenge. But yeah, we have also got our first 100 podcasts available to buy from audiobooksontape.com, and if you buy that, then £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. I think, I might be wrong, but I think Final Fantasy 16 still like is it a year exclusivity deal to PlayStation 5? Might be wrong. So I don't don't really know what's going on. I've never been a big Final Fantasy fan. But yeah, subscribe, follow, like, all that jazz. If you're listening to this, please subscribe to the YouTube and leave a comment or 5 stars, anything like that. It helps when people are searching for stuff. And I think that'll be about it now. So I'll just sort of say thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If not, leave comments. If you have, leave comments. It's been me, David, One Up Gaming, saying thank you. Goodbye.
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on.
What do we do?
The usual. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I won't be dying today.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Hi, Justin the Voice here. First of all, we'd like to thank you for listening. Seriously. We really like it when you listen. Yes. But if you'd like to do more than just listen, if you'd like to help us out, well, we have an idea just for you. Visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG. Your monthly micropayment will help us keep going all night long, baby. Oh yeah. Mostly because we usually record at night. Yeah. But don't worry, baby. We got something for you, too. We've got special benefits for all of our Patreon subscribers. Yeah. Again, that's www.patreon.com/OUG. Hey guys, Justin here. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. We love all of our listeners. Yes, even you. If you get a chance, head on over to iTunes and give us a rating. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out. It'll keep the good times going for a long time to come. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next episode.
The hunt is on, the panic's here. You can't find weeds this time of year. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. The moon is bright, we're camping out. Get one tonight, or they'll sell out. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. The clerks at Walmart say they're gone. All gone, all gone, all gone, gone. You simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. I searched online, but eBay sucks. I just won't pay $500. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. The clerks at GameStop sing this song. They say the Wii's are gone. All gone, 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 all gone. I'll take it off my shopping list like my Santa Claus. They don't exist. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Whoa. It's like I'm stuck, I'll wait in line till they're in stock in 2009. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Simply can't find a way around Christmas time. Oh.